Hi, this is a quick video to show you how to use this website, Teoria, specifically for training your ear to hear simple diatonic triadic chord progressions. This site can do a lot more than that. It has a lot more things for you to benefit from here, but I'm focusing on this one particular aspect of it. So you can either get to the ear training exercises either by hitting exercises or by hitting this link here. And then you see your exercises, and under chords you would go down and choose harmonic progressions. Then you tell it, once the interface loads, you tell it what you want to practice. So if you were starting at a really basic level, you might want to do only the 1, 4, and 5 chords and only root position, and then you would only select the 1, 4, and 5 here. Okay, but today we're going to do triads. So that means we're going to use all the triads, root position, and we're going to do every scale degree. So in major, if you think in the key of C major, that would be C, D, E, F, G, A, B, A, B. Now it will generate progressions in all the keys, but this is just a way to tell it what scale degrees to choose from. So these are all the diatonic scale degrees, so it will choose the diatonic chords in a major key. And then we go to the diatonic minor scale degrees: 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. That's if you just want to do minor key chords that occur on those scale degrees. If you want to get more fancy and have some of the other chromatic notes and so on, you can do that. But this will give you the diatonic chords in natural minor, the natural minor key. If you want to show the key, which in this case I'm going to do that, and I'm going to use chord symbols to answer. If you deselect that, it will use Roman numerals to answer. Then you choose the speed of the playback. Then you're ready to start. You say OK. It gives you a reference, and it plays the progression. So we know it's telling you you're in E flat minor, so you have to think about the key, right? And you can choose to limit the keys, by the way. I didn't show you that, but you could choose to say only do 4 keys or something like that on that earlier screen. Anyway, so this is our example. So over here, these buttons allow us to zero in on references. So this will just play the 1 chord, okay, as a reference, and this will play the entire progression, or you can just hit space bar and it will play the entire progression. But one of the most useful things you can do is, if you can't get it just by listening to it once, if you need to, isolate things, you can go chord to chord like this. You can go, and then you can make sure that that's the 1 chord. Okay, and once you're sure that's the 1, then you go from there. It might not be the 1, because sometimes it'll start on a chord that's not the 1 chord. But then you can go from there to here. And what I recommend is that you sing the bass motion, because in any case, it's good to be able to hear bass motion, and especially in this case, we've set it to be root position chords, so the root is basically revealing to you the chord as well. So sing do, and then and you figure out what do, me, do. So 1, flat 3. So this is the 1 minor, and this is the flat 3 major. Okay, and then you can put in your answer by double-clicking here. Going to the, you activate this answer interface, and in this case it's E flat, so I would go to E flat, and then I would say minor, and then I say OK. Now in a minute I'll purposely do a wrong answer so you can see what happens when you do a wrong answer, but this is the flat 3 major, in other words the diatonic chord on the minor 3rd scale degree. So in this key, that would be G flat. So I go to G and I do G flat. And this is a major key, so major chord. So I don't have to. Just the chord symbol by itself conveys that it's major. If I had to change anything, if I had to add anything, I would do it with one of these suffixes here, but I don't need to because it's G flat major. So I say OK. That's been entered. Now the next chord, we're going to figure it out, and then I'm going to purposely put a wrong answer so you see what happens then. So if you sing the bass motion, da, 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 da. So it's going up a whole step to A flat, in other words the 4 chord. Hopefully we can clearly hear that. And of course, you can hear that, hopefully hear that's a minor chord, and that is what's diatonic in natural minor, of course, 4 minor. So if I was going to put the right answer, I would put A flat minor, but I'm going to purposely choose a wrong answer so you see, watch this area right here. And I'm going to make it be, I don't know, minor or something. I'm going to say, okay, watch what happens. Try again. So that's when you know you didn't get the right answer. So you hit OK and it didn't enter the answer. It said try again. Then you know you're wrong. Then you go back and you listen to it again. And check it again and go, oh yeah, that's A flat. Minor, oops, sorry. Got to get rid of this. Let's see, undo. Undo back to there. Okay, now we try again. A flat minor. Okay, and then because it accepts it, that means it's right. So that's how you tell if you're right or not. Okay, so that's it in a nutshell. When you're all done, you click and you can, you're finding out whether you're right or wrong as you go with this interface. But then if you do a series of them, you can see your score and they'll tell you exactly how many wrong chords you had. I'll show you that right at the end. So it may have a 5 minor or it may have a 5 major, because in a minor key either one can happen and still be considered to be essentially diatonic, although the 5 major will involve having one accidental. It's from harmonic minor. So you have to, whenever you hear 5, you got to be careful and listen. What is it, 5 major or 5 minor? And we're done, and you can either go to a next exercise or you can stop and check your score, and you can see it says here, this is how many correct answers, 7, and 1 was wrong. That was the one that we did wrong on purpose. So, but in the end, the score is 100 because you did end up with all the right answers. That's it. That's your ending readout.